Okay, let's talk about the lecture videos and homework. So we are here, for example, in week one overview for a spring semester. And we can see we have all of our lecture videos for this week here. Always want to use the overview pages so you can see exactly in what order you should be watching stuff. So if I click on the first lecture video, I can see play video. I can download the notes. Not all of the videos have notes attached to them, but most of them do. You can download those if you want them. And then I'm going to hit play video. Now it is perfectly fine to come here into settings, go to playback speed, watch it at double speed if you like. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It's perfectly fine to turn the closed captionings on. All the videos are closed captioned. As you're watching the video, we'll see here in a second, a little question will pop up. And I like this one. I use this a lot. Are you taking good notes? Because you should be taking good notes from the videos. You'll hit submit. And then do not hit this next button. This is where people go wrong. Don't hit the next button. Hit continue right there. Do not do this. Do not click on the YouTube button here and come and watch the video in YouTube. The system is keeping track of how long you are watching the video. See, this is a 22-minute video. I said it was perfectly fine to watch this at double speed. So it should take you 11 minutes or so. Now, if you skip through a little bit of the algebra, if you jump ahead 10 seconds because I'm going through a boring example, that's fine. But it should take you at least 10 minutes to get through this video. The system's keeping track of that. I will be checking the times. Remember, these videos count for points. You earn those points not by answering these little questions that are here. These little questions are really easy. You earn the points by watching the video. So if you just answer the questions without watching the video, you're getting points in your grade book that you didn't earn. That's academic dishonesty. That's cheating. That can get you an F in the course. If you don't want to watch the videos, I'm not going to come to your house and force you to, but don't lie to me by answering the questions and trying to get the points. Something else that people try to do is they'll do this. They'll open up every one of these in a separate window and they'll let them all play at the same time. That play video, and then they'll have the other one playing here. So I've got two videos playing in the background now. I'm not actually watching either of them. The system's going to tell me if you do that. That's cheating. That's academic dishonesty. That can get you an F in the course. Do not do that. Watch the videos. They count for points. Okay, now let's talk about the homework. So we can see we'll have a lot of homework in this class. I try to keep the homework relatively short. I remember, when I was taking math classes back in the day, and you'd have a homework of like 60 questions, and like 20 of them are basically the same question. I found that way too repetitive. I don't want to do that to you. I try to keep the homeworks relatively short. In fact, if there's a problem with the homework, it's probably that it's too short. Okay, so we get in here. We can go to the textbook if we like. Here is a link to a bunch of videos. I didn't record any of these. These were attached to the homework when I imported this assignment set. So somebody else has curated this set of videos to go. Of course, you can always watch my lecture videos as well. We were just looking at those. And then you'll see that a lot of the homework questions also have a video attached to them. Some of these I recorded, some of them, the person that wrote this question may have curated that from YouTube. And typically speaking, the little video here will be pretty similar to the homework question. Now, all the homework questions, like you guys have worked all these online math homework, plenty of, so you know how most of this works. And when we get in here, there will be a little math quill we can use, but this system also understands LaTeX. So say I wanted to type a square root, I could literally just type SQRT and a square root will pop up. If I want to do an exponent, if I want 2 to the third, then I could use the little caret. So 2 shift 6 for caret to the third. So I don't have to use these little buttons here at all. I can always just type. If I want a fraction, I just hit the divided by button, with the question mark. 4. And then when I'm done, I can just hit enter and it will submit that one question. We can submit these one at a time. Now, the way this is set up is you get like 100 tries at each question, but after 3 incorrect answers, it starts knocking a little bit of points off because I don't want you just guessing. I think it's 5% of this question total after 3 freebies. And then you can always get a similar question here if you want to like start over and try a different version of the question. Some of the questions, none of these do in this particular assignment, but sometimes under question help here, you'll see view an example. And those are usually examples that I've done and I've written up. Sometimes it'll be the exact same problem you're working on. Sometimes it'll just be a similar question. Okay, now for late passes. So the homeworks are always going to be due on Sundays. If you're late on an assignment and you want to go back and do it, you can use what's called a late pass. Late passes only apply to the homework and the lecture videos. And if you're late, that will show up on the screen. It will ask you, do you want to use a late pass? And there'll be a little warning there that says if you use a late pass, you can't ever go. The more I said that wrong. The warning will say if you go into practice mode, you can't use a late pass. So once the due date is done on the lecture videos and the homework, they're open for practice mode. You can always go back in and practice. You just can't earn points anymore unless you use a late pass. A late pass will give you a 2-day, 48-hour extension on one of these assignments. And those are stackable. So let's say Sunday comes and I've got all this homework done, but I didn't finish this last assignment. And I forget about it until Wednesday. So I'm 3 days late now. Then I would need 2 late passes to go back and do this assignment and earn points. Because each late pass gets me a 2-day extension, and I can add those up. Right now, everybody has 7 late passes. If you need more, it's not a big deal. I can give you some more late passes. I want you to keep up with the lecture videos and the homework. If you go into practice mode, however, it cuts you off. So if I'm late, Monday comes and I go into this assignment and I go into practice mode, it will show me all of the answers. So I can't then go back, I can't write down all the answers and then go back and use a late pass and get the points. So just make sure you're aware of that. That's a good place to stop.